Kentucky coach John Calipari had a personal streak of 8 consecutive NCAA tournament appearances broken this season. The mission now is to never let that happen again. How does he do it? Well, like any other great coach, restock the talent. We welcome in our Kentucky insider Dick Gabriel to discuss quite possibly the greatest recruiting class ever. Dick, currently 6 of the top 21 players in the country have committed to John Calipari and the Wildcats. How convinced are you that this recruiting class will bring instant success to Lexington?
Well, compared to last year, it's got to be successful. An NIT team, are you kidding me, in Lexington? But everything we've heard about these guys is about their desire and how hard they play. That was missing from last year's team. That's why they fell short of the NCAA tournament. There were times, Ray, they acted like they didn't even care. And then there were times when they looked like they knew they were playing for their lives. We have been assured by all the people who know these kids coming in and by some of the guys who have seen them play, they play with a lot more fire and a lot more desire. And maybe that'll rub off on the guys left over from last year's team.
So, Dick, the Cats got yet another commitment from Mr. Basketball in the state of Kentucky, Dominic Hawkins. It happened just this week. So who does his game remind you of, and what can we expect from the point guard next season?
Well, I don't think you're going to see much in the way of minutes from Dominic Hawkins, but he is a guy, he's very physical. He's only about 6 feet, maybe 6'1", on a good day, but he's got the wingspan of a condor. So when he sets up in midcourt to guard the other guy, it's going to be a long day for him. But he doesn't quite have the skill set of some of the other guys they have signed, Ray. So he'll be a practice player. He'll be a few minutes a game kind of guy. But by the time his third year rolls around, and he already knows this, he'll be in a position to really command more minutes.
One player left in the fans' wish list is the #1 player in the country, Andrew Wiggins, the small forward from Ontario, Canada. I guess he's the best recruit in Canada, too, since we're talking about best recruits. And he could be deciding between Kentucky, Florida State, North Carolina, and Kansas. We caught up with Wiggins and asked him what factors will go into his decision.
There's a good coaching staff, good facility, fans, and the people I can surround myself with in college and in the future.
So, Dick, what's the feeling there in Lexington? Will Calipari be able to land Wiggins as well?
I think people are obviously hoping more than anything. No one's going to be surprised if he goes to Florida State where his father went or elsewhere because of all the talent here. But based on some of the things he has said, he has indicated he is considering what it might be like to be a part of what's already being called the greatest recruiting class ever in terms of ratings. And he's not concerned about beating somebody out for playing time. But if he wants to go to someplace a bit more egocentric, someplace where he's the man, then yeah, he probably won't come here. And his brother has said as much, and he is very close to his brother. But some of the things he said during the McDonald's week indicated that he is considering what it might be like to be a part of this group and do something incredible here.
Now, Dick, the last we looked, Coach John Calipari can only play with one ball on the court at any time. You've got Willie Cauley-Stein, John Hood, Jared Paulson all returning. How does Calipari blend the old with the new here?
Don't forget Alex Poythress. He surprisingly came back as well. That's a great question, but I'll take you back to 1996 when the guy who just won a national championship, Rick Pitino, coached his NCAA title team here. He had 9 future NBA players on that team, Ray, and the guy who averaged the most minutes on that game was Antoine Walker, 28 minutes a game. He played that team like it was a hockey team. He ran them in and out in shifts, and if this team responds to Calipari, I think you might see him doing the same thing. Now, that team that Pitino had was a veteran ball club and could guard like nobody's business. But if these guys do what Calipari wants them to do, I think you'll see that again here.
All right, team chemistry always important in college basketball. He's our Kentucky insider, Dick Gabriel. We appreciate your time today.
No problem.
Could Louisville's replacement for Peyton Siva actually be better than the Cards' Final Four star? Be sure to check out the video introducing you to Rick Pitino's new point guard right here on Campus Insiders.